Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching, and thanks to our producer, Jeff Durall. We are at Cunningham Hall on the campus of Fort Hays State University, visiting with Ceena Owens, registered nurse and Fort Hays State alum, about a new program that's coming second semester, spring semester at Fort Hays State University, a program which is a preparation for the National Association exam for therapeutic massage and body work.
Yep.
Brand new program coming to Fort Hays. Ceena?
It's a brand new program, and we are super excited about that. It's a program that can stand on its own, or they can add it to their other degree summary.
Now this is, outline the perimeters of the program for us. 2 semesters, right?
It's 2 semesters, so we'll start in the spring and then they'll finish in the fall. And it's hybrid. That means they do all their academic work online, and then we meet about every other weekend for clinic and hands-on. So it's really great for those non-traditional students who have families, other full-time jobs, and they can just really fit that in to supplement their income. A lot of nurses go through the program. They just need some extra income, and they're able to get their credentials, and it complements their career choice already.
I wanted to ask you who this program would be designed for. It sounds like a broad base of participants.
Yes, I've had students, 18 years old, come right out of school. They're not quite sure what they want to do. They love sports. It's Western Kansas, and they can tie it in with that, or it can stand on its own. And they also have many choices. They can work in a spa, they can work in a fitness facility, chiropractor's office, cruise lines, for themselves, tanning salons, so wide base.
I have seen an explosion literally in massage therapy, and we'll talk about some benefits later on, but it is a coming thing, isn't it?
It is. The national statistics say it's going to grow by 40% by 2020.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
There's a job career possibility,
it is,
isn't it?
And a lot more insurance companies are covering massage now, where before it was kind of voodoo and witchcraft and no one really understood what that was. And so insurance companies are coming on board, doctor referrals. Yes.
Which is kind of strange because it has deep roots and a long history, doesn't it?
It does. It goes back thousands of years, especially in China, your Eastern modalities. And just now currently in the States, we're getting more accepting. It does have a bad association with prostitution and such, but people are understanding the medicinal effects more and more.
And this program will begin then in the spring of 2015. Talk about some of the highlights of the program. What do you hope to accomplish with it? And I do want to point out while we're at it here, a brand new brochure that's available here at the Cunningham offices.
Yep, and we'll have these also over in the Memorial Union. They have a great board there right when you're coming in with all the programs, and we'll have those on display there. And the highlights of the program are, it's very unique because it's hybrid. And so, especially west of Wichita, we're one of the few.
The program developed through a national model then, Ceena?
Kansas does not require a license to practice massage therapy. And so what we're doing here at Fort Hays is we're going for national standards. And you have to have a 500-hour program to meet those standards minimum. And so we're basing it on that. So it's going to be a 2-year program. And we hope to advance it to an associate program and a bachelor's program in the future.
Now, will this work with, you mentioned nurses and the nursing program. Are there other disciplines that might work for this particular thing?
Like especially with the sports, exercise science, personal training, even safe touch with psychology, geriatric massage, neonate. It's endless.
I'm glad you mentioned neonatal because that is even beneficial for very young children.
It helps the neonates gain weight better. They have that nurturing, that bonding. They tend to thrive better. Yeah.
There is something, it seems like, and of course obviously any new mother knows this, but there's something about the human touch that can carry not only from birth through
that is
seniors.
True, and I've been doing a lot of hospice massage recently the past year or two, and the touch I discovered, not as a nurse but as a massage therapist, is it's not invasive with needles and testing and diagnostic tools. It's more of a nurturing, soothing, holistic um, craft, if you will. And so it's nice to have that and not just be invasive.
It really is a craft, isn't it? Because you have techniques that you follow
Yeah.
that have been predetermined, as we say, for thousands of years.
Yes, and it just depends what your area of focus tends to be. What's your passion? What do you want to do? How do you want to help people? Yeah, and kind of like nursing, you kind of go through different fields of your life. Same way with massage.
Boy, passion is something that really caught you onto the program, didn't it?
It is.
That's quite a journey. Tell us about that, Ceena.
I became a massage therapist about 20 years ago, and I was a marine biology major living in Galveston, Texas, to go to A&M. And none of my friends were able to get jobs. I was waiting tables, and I'm like, there's something else for me. And my friend, who was older and wiser, said, why don't you go try this massage class? There's a little one-day workshop to see if it's what I really wanted to do. And I actually left the workshop. Yes, I had huge personal issues about myself. I was 21 years old. I didn't know what I was doing, and it changed my life.
So you actually didn't complete the workshop?
I did not complete the workshop, and I actually enrolled in a massage school without ever even having a massage.
But you came back somehow. How did that return?
I knew I wanted something more holistic and nurturing and not so sterile and cold and scientific, and I had a vision what I wanted my life to be and to help people, and that was my path.
And you landed at Colby.
Well, I was in Texas, and we moved back to Hayes about 7 years ago. We got tired of the hurricanes, and the schools were very challenged in the area I was living. And since I was a Kansas native, and we decided on Hayes, and was practicing. And you know, as you mature in your life and your journey, I tended to want to do more coaching and nurturing and teaching and mentoring. And Colby had a position open, and I was out there for 3 years.
And you became director of the program.
And I was director of the program, and we expanded the program and introduced the hybrid approach, and it was very successful, and our enrollment numbers went up. We were able to touch a lot more people, and the commute started getting to me. And I approached Fort Hayes. I said, let's be a pioneer together, let's do this, and we did it.
So sure enough, the Department of Health and Human Performance, which is the umbrella department that this is under, welcomed that approach as a new technique.
They did. It's a great family for me to be here under the umbrella. I really like to be within the sports aspect, pain management aspect of it. That's my specialty. And it's also the largest department on campus.
And it fits in perfectly with the model, forward-thinking, world-ready.
Yes, Fort Hayes is definitely being a pioneer in this field. And of course, I'm recruiting and promoting the program right now, talking to students. And I have people from Wichita wanting to come, and Dodge City, and Nebraska. And we're super excited.
Ceena, I want you to talk about the program itself as far as welcoming people as a sample program, because you have some workshops that are scheduled. You also have some introductory parts, as well as an open house. Talk about that, would you?
Yep. We have had fall workshops. They're a 2-day class. It's a Saturday and Sunday class. We have one this weekend. Our next one is November 15th and 16th, and the last one is December 13th and 14th. It's a 1 credit hour. It's all hands-on, no books required, and to see, is this for me or not for me? It's kind of a test drive. Can they handle working with their body that way? Because some people have past injuries, they can't work physically that much. Can they handle seeing hairy toes or hairy back? And is this for them or not for them without investing a lot of time or money? Yeah, so it's a little weekend test drive, and then they decide, then they can enroll in the program for January.
And part of this also is the physical fitness of the individual who is doing the massage therapy, because that's a rough...
It is very physical, and I've discovered through my teaching the last couple of years, a lot of especially high schoolers come out and they already have an injury and a couple surgeries under their belt from sports. You know, also, especially Western Kansas is very physical manual laborers. So they got hurt on the job. They were just aggressive. out here. And so can they physically handle doing it? Yeah.
Talk about the open house too. You'd like to invite all people who are interested to your open house.
Yep. Our open house is November 8th at 2 o'clock here on campus in the Memorial Union. So we're going to be right outside Starbucks. So grab your coffee and come in. We'd love to have you. And it's a lot of questions and answers. We'll be having tools there we use in our classes. And we're actually going to have a treat of the barefoot massage bar set up. So we'll be giving some demonstrations.
Okay, and 2 o'clock,
2 o'clock.
Saturday, November 8th, Memorial Union.
Correct.
Right there in the area near Starbucks there. Talk about the benefits of massage therapy, because we hear you've kind of touched on some through the hospice area, through neonatal for
Correct.
very young. Talk about the benefits of massage therapy.
You know, the benefits are a wide range, just like the profession. And as I've gotten more with my craft and understood the power of touch and how it evolves, before I always thought just physical, you know, dealing with pain, people with surgeries, people with injuries. And as I've gotten more and more into my profession, it's a lot of mental also. I can also be spiritual. I work a lot with mental health clients and autistic children, Safe Touch with trauma victims. You know, is this, what's your passion? What is your road? What can you handle? What's your direction? And so it's a wide range.
If somebody is interested in whether they want to work with fibromyalgia patients, children with potential autism, veterans, seniors, people who've had injuries, particularly would be a benefit for those who've had sports injuries.
Definitely, absolutely. They, you know, I'm going through my list of my personal clients I've seen, and just the difference it makes in their lives. And you know, so I see people as in my personal practice every week, once a month, and I'm listening to their stories because they're teaching me really. And I think that's what made me such a great therapist all these years, because I had great clients that I learned from. And so realizing the benefits that helps each genre of disease issues.
Also, for those who might be on pain medications, taking pain medication for some type of a situation, you find some results from massage therapy there too.
You know, especially when you have an injury or a trauma, most people are on a narcotic or an opiate to help with their pain issues, or an antidepressant, anti-anxieties. And having the massage works synergistically with their other meds. They maybe not need as many meds because they're getting other benefits other places. And one of the most common things I see with the narcotics is constipation. It slows down their digestive tract, and we do abdominal massage, which is great for the babies too, with colic and things. So we do that a lot with our geriatric or our narcotic patients who need to get things moving a little bit.
Finally, in our 30 seconds, you are a practicing massage therapist as we speak.
I am a still practicing massage therapist. Like I said, it's my passion. It's what I love to do, and that's lets me bring fresh things to my students, because I'm still in the field, I'm still learning, and I love it.
Open house, November 8th, 2 p.m. Saturday, Memorial Union on the campus of Fort Hays State University. You'll be able to learn more about this new program that begins in the spring of 2015 at Fort Hays State University through the Department of Health and Human Performance, the Therapeutic Massage and Bodyworks program, with RN and Fort Hays State alum, Ceena Owens. Thank you for the visit.
Thank you, sir.
Ceena Owens, our community connection. Thanks for watching.